Okay, so take a look at these two swings here then now, Rich. Okay, obviously the left-hand one, very good setup from that first session we talked about, creating that nice line, lead arm on the club. Right arm now, creating that sort of lowercase y. Arguably the club on the ground is slightly turned in there. If we go back to sort of setup, we wouldn't expect what we call the toe part of the club here, that sort of green dot, to be nearer the target than sort of the hosel here back here. So just to push that back just a smidge. I won't go too far because you don't want too many golf balls going off to the right too soon. But ultimately that club needs to be sitting down on the ground a little bit straight. Now the main thing to focus on now, we said obviously that head position. As you went back in terms of your swing, there was quite a bit of lateral movement at the top half of your body and going down a bit. So your head had not only gone to the side here, now as we can see, haven't really turned that much and you've dropped your head down. It's making it very, very difficult for you now to hit the golf ball consistently. More often than not, your club's going to be bottoming out early, then catching the ball on the way up. So we'll sort of see a lot of top shots, a lot of shots hitting the mat behind the ball, a lot of low shots, and shots often sort of either hooking a long way left or sort of pushing out to the right there. So you've got to try and practice that movement that we sort of talked about there in the session with the club across your shoulders, getting that rotation, looking down and sort of seeing kind of what your sort of shadow of your head is down here, how it's moving. In an ideal world, we want that head to sort of maintain somewhere within that circle. It's going to move a little bit, obviously, because the body's moving, but we can see here now as you turn, club goes back a little further. Your head, for the most part, is staying inside that circle. So therefore, when you come back to the golf ball now, you've got a lot less to do to get back to the low point, to be more, as we discussed, having the club hitting the ground after the ball, as opposed to hitting the ground as you before the ball. So now as you come back into impact, good strike of the golf ball here. Now you see the hands a little bit more getting in front there of the golf ball. So body weight now is starting to shift towards target, and then through to that sort of follow through position there. This foot eventually, with a bit of practice and just getting used to it, will be up on its toe fully, the knees together. Compared to what you had before though, where you sort of didn't really turn at all, that right foot barely moved there. Slight sort of gap there more in the knees, the right hip not moving quite as much, just because you had a lot further to go. So if we can maintain that head position over the ball, so we're going to rotate a lot more in the backswing, have a little bit of movement, as opposed to what we had before with quite a lot of dip and drop. That head was moving quite an awful long way off the ball. So the less this can move, the more stable we're going to be, the more consistent we're going to be down at the golf ball. So I hope that makes sense, buddy. Any questions, obviously give me a shout. I'll see you soon. Cheers, mate.